Hey guys, it's me Barkarott, and in this video today I teach you step by step how I create something like this. You know, something that don't looks like this typical fan animation thing. It should look more like believable. It should look like something that you could also see on your TV. And for that we do this in 3 parts. So part 1 is the layout, the second part then is the background, and the third part is the actual animation and the compositing. But I guess it's better when I explain all this when we are there. So you know, in this video today we draw the layout. Layout is basically the blueprint for your scene. It gives the background artist the idea how the background should look, the key animator how the character is on screen. It basically brings the entire team on the same page. What it does in our case is pretty much the same. For us it will be the guide for the clean animation. And the point of this video is not to copy exactly what I do. So if you have a different art style or drawing method, that's totally fine. You could say at the end of this you should only have the rough drawing in front of you. If you are on a point where you not really feel that safe with your own drawing abilities, it's really no shame if you use reference or the transform tool. Especially the case transforming tools is, I think a lot of beginners have no idea how often they get used. Some people really think it's cheating because this is something you can't do on the paper. And yeah, it is maybe cheating when you compare it to the old school days, but it is really totally normal. I mean, there is a reason why you see in the old days way more of model drawings than nowadays. But okay, now I try to explain what I did there, because pretty obvious. I recorded first the drawing process and now I record and explain what happens. Because I mean, as you can hear, no chance that I could animate, think in German and speak in English. That would never work out. I mean, speaking in English is nearly too much for me. So yeah, I start with a circle pretty much in that size what I want for the head, and from that part on I just played around. I had really no idea what I draw, how it will look at the end. So yeah, I can't explain you much on that. The only thing what I can point out is you should really look how often I draw something, erase it again, and sometimes it even looks like that I redraw it again at the complete same position. It looks weird, but this is how I do it, and you can try it yourself, maybe that helps you. I really think that a lot of people don't spend enough time on the rough drawing and test things out, like the chin in a little bit different angle, the nose a little bit longer, eyebrows a little bit higher, lower, all these kind of little things. So really this is your test ground or something like that, and you should really use it, the freedom that you have in a rough drawing. Now I only draw the body. You know, maybe you even saw that in the past, many people use this sort of egg shape, you know, to guide them how the traps and the chest should be formed around the neck. But you know, the thing is, when you animate much, you start to force yourself getting things done faster, and that's exactly what it is with me. I only mention it because it's really no shame when you need that to sort of guide you. And with the hair, you know, I said it's better when you use reference, but I am clearly stupid. I don't use reference. I tried to come up with the Shintani style, but I'm not really sure if I really found it. Totally honest, I am not good with adapting styles, and this drawing process also reminded me again that you should use reference, especially when you have no idea about a certain style. But at the end I still like it. I mean, I tried to go in the Shintani direction, but at the end I still did something own. So yeah, it is what it is. You see, when you look at the neck, I erased it, and I mean, I self don't even notice now what should be different, but it nearly seems like that in this stage of the process I have such a critical eye for all these little details that it seems like there was something that bothered me, and yeah, now I can't even say what it was, but it seems like there was something. Now I draw his armor, and to be honest, I think I did it wrong, but like I said, I don't use any reference. It looks kinda okay, but something looks different. Maybe it's also because I'm used to the armor that, you know, Vegeta and Raditz and Nappa had, you know, that is more pointy at the end. But what I also forgot to mention is you should flip your character from time to time, because if something isn't balanced or, you know, out of place, you notice these things. I can't even explain why, it is just how it is. You notice now I scaled down the head a little bit, and this is really all important to point out, because sometimes people say you are that talented and whatsoever, but in reality it's just work, you know. Many people would improve drastically if they would stop being that lazy, you know, because in my opinion it's not really impressive when you produce a good artwork. For an example, this perspective, if I know you and I know that you have huge problems with that, and you show me a drawing, a normal drawing, really decent drawing, with that perspective, this is really impressive, because I know you probably faced thousands of problems along that way and you worked around them. You know what I mean? It could be, I mean, even if I respect Yamamura, but it could be the same with him, you know. You have there the so-called Yamamura poses, you know, and they look not bad, they look pretty good in my opinion, but it's just lazy, really. He did them so often that I know it wasn't hard for him. I know this has nothing to do with the drawing process, but maybe it helps you to, I don't know, respect yourself and other people, because this is really what lets you grow over the years as an artist, you know, respecting people for working around their problems, and from time to time just to be proud on yourself, you know, that you can say with confidence to yourself, okay, this isn't the best artwork in the world, but it was really hard for me and I'm proud of it. Sometimes this really helps you when you just see it how it is. But okay, because of the drawing, as you can see, now I only add some mountains and then we are basically done. I really hope that you also like with what you came up so far, but if you really don't like your end result, then I will upload this layout drawing on Twitter. You can download it and follow with the next part, the background. I really hate it. No, seriously, I am not a good background artist, but yeah, animations need a background. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, then please leave a like. Most important, have an awesome day and we'll see us in the next video. Thanks for watching.